Hey guys, how are you all doing? Doing a quick, well, actually this is not going to be a quick vid at all, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm currently finishing getting my 99 attack, about to hit 11 mil XP here. Definitely be 99 by Friday, spring break starts, and I'm going to grind out 99 defense and hopefully like 93 slayer. Anyway, I've seen and I really thoroughly enjoyed Boaty and I think MLG I don't know what his real name is, did this video on like their deepest secrets about Runescape. Like they read off all the rules and then explained which ones they had and had not broke. And I've played RuneScape since 2004, so I've dealt with a lot of those, and I thought it'd be kind of fun just to do it, just to put something more on the channel. As you guys, I hope you can check out I made a clan channel page. I want to hear what you guys think about that. I put a bit of work into it. I have no idea what I was doing though, but I just tried to make it look cool. Obviously I'll get better over time, but critiquing and stuff, always appreciated. Really hard to offend me. So I'm going to start with, this isn't the order that they appear in, but I'm just reading them off Jagex's thing. First one's macroing and third-party software. So my main account is clean, and all my accounts are clean for 2007 Scape or Old School RS. Back in 2000, well, it was after they announced EOC. I quit and then I rejoined, and I auto-alked 2 accounts to like 99 magic, which, I mean, it's macroing, but I'd say it's the most tame form of macroing, if that makes sense. I've never actually used like an auto typer or anything. I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but I literally also, like, I didn't care because I thought RuneScape was going to be ruined by EOC, which kind of was right for not everyone, but a lot of people believed that. Anyway, I literally just left them going, and then 6 hours and I turned them back on, and neither of them got in trouble, which I am just amazed, because I didn't like have a botting system, because I'm never going to download any of those. It was a macro I just wrote, like it just clicked. But yeah, neither of those accounts got banned, but I don't play on them anymore because I don't play EOC, so I don't think it really matters. Never used like any like actual bots though, because I'm just paranoid to lose all my hard work, like a quest cape, hundreds of mil. No, not worth it. I just like, if I can't get a stat up at the time, I just gotta live with it. Really, it's not the end of the world. Next thing, real world trading. I've broken this in a weird sense. I don't know if Jagex would. I don't know if any of you have friends in real life that play RuneScape, but I had a lot of friends in middle school and high school I played RuneScape with, and they'd quit and join back. I'd always stay with it. But we did really silly bets in real life, and we didn't have money, so we'd bet RuneScape GP, which I think that might fall under real world trading. I've never bought or sold gold though. I've been offered to a lot because I have excess gold, but no, I don't. Like, again, it seems really easy to get caught doing that stuff, and I just could not live with myself. Like, I don't need the extra money. I'm not trying to be cocky. I don't need extra money, even though I'm in college. I can get by on pretty much nothing, which I got. No. Anyway, next one. Buying, selling, or sharing an account. Here's an awesome story. Okay, so I had earned I got maxed combat almost in like 2009 or 10, including summoning, but I had I was pretty poor still, because I just wasn't I was a good player, I just wasn't great with money, and it was mostly from not caring. But I finally saved up enough money to buy 95 prayer, and my best friend had quit at this time, and I had access to his account, and I was going to do what I decided was, since he had a gilded altar, I traded him all my dragon bones, which was hundreds of mils, like I think almost 200 mil at the time. I bought them when they're almost at their most expensive, and I was gonna have 2 like monitors going and run myself the bones, so I could just keep a non-stream prayer thing going. And I trade them over, and then about 5 minutes later, I like had a leave. I would come back on and find out my friend's password had been changed, and he had been, apparently when he was a little kid, shared it with another guy, and he'd never changed his password in 6 years. And this guy decided he wanted to rejoin RuneScape and play. And I talked to him, and he just assumed I was a hacker because I wasn't. So I can see where this guy's coming from. He unadded me, and my friend who had quit at this time didn't really care too much, I don't think. But anyway, the guy who unadded me proceeded to use the Dragon Bones on that guy's account. So essentially I paid 200 mil to get someone else's 95 prayer. But my friend, when he rejoined and he plays with me today, he eventually bought me 95 prayer, so it all worked out, I guess. I've never shared my account, really. I mean, I've done Jad for people sometimes. And, like, it's not even for money. I don't do it for money. I just do it because I hate doing the fight caves, but I love doing Jad and love fucking around on Jad. That's a great time I always have. Multiple logging in. You must not log into more than one rune. I do multiple login, but I think Jagex said that, like, I'll, like, have one account AFK, like, my peer, which I haven't shown you guys yet. Sometimes I've had him in another world, like, just AFK woodcutting or something, get a stat for Lost City, while I do Slayer, because they're both really AFK skills. But I do break that, but I've never really traded between them, because I know of, like, people in my, like, in real life who, like, they trade money onto their peer, and then their peer and their main get banned for real world trading, which is just silly. Like, it sucks. But, like, they're just, I don't know. I don't know if that was stupid or just unfair. I guess it's against the rules, so I'm pretty paranoid compared to, like, I'm not as bold as Boaty to just do fire capes for money and stuff. Knowing exploiting a bug. Ooh. I don't know if you guys remember when 76K'ing first became a thing, but there was a massive glitch with terror birds. I might have worked with all summoning familiars that were Beast of Burden, where you could die and the terror bird wouldn't die. It would stay with you and it would have all the items, but it would tell the game that you lost all that money. So you could repeatedly die and get a huge earn potential, and then proceed to kill someone and just get massive amounts of loot. And I found this out, and I just did it on my brother's account without, like, telling him, because I didn't have, like, 52 summoning at that time, I don't think. I don't remember what the real reason was. Anyway, got him a dragon full helm, got him Zerker rings, a lot of them, Armadillo armor. It was pretty insane. And a lot of people got banned for that, and he somehow did not get banned for that. Thank God, because I didn't know it was bannable. I was just like, hell yeah, free money, right? Other bugs. I was one of those people, I don't know if this was a bug, but I had declaws in BH, and I would do those Slayer bell ring things, or playing with the cat toy to lag an entire 2 screens over and attack someone from, like, an impossible distance, which they removed, so that might have been a bug. Think of more cool. I know I've done some. Oh, the penguin thing. When you could just keep clicking on a penguin and it would say you've already captured this penguin, but it would add a point. Again, a lot of people got banned for that, but I somehow did not get banned again, so that's pretty awesome. Would have sucked. Jagex staff impersonation. I've never really done that. I've never been a guy to, like, I've always played RuneScape for fun. I like earning my own money and stuff. I think that's half the fun of the game. Like, a lot of people are like, hey, give me money, and then I explain to them, I'm like, I can give you the money. That doesn't mean you're gonna have fun. Like, the money and earning the money and then using it towards something that you've, like, been working towards is what is gratifying, I believe. And, like, if you don't want to earn the money, you might as well just be playing a private server or something, or, like, you're just skipping half the fun of the game. Like, that's part of the game. You, like with baseball in real life, I had to throw, like, tens of thousands of pitches to be, like, you don't just skip that part. It's part of the game itself, is the training. Scamming. When I was a total noob, and this was probably one of my favorite stories ever. I have a lot of accidental scams because pretty much just math. I was at World 2 Camelot, trying to buy some maple logs to get my fletching up. And I told a guy, I accidentally typed out 347k maple log. Like I said 340. I tried to type 3,470k. Or no, 347k. I cannot talk. I am sorry, guys. And I actually said that in the chat box. So he put up that many maple logs. I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot of maple logs. But I meant to type the cache. So I put up the cache. And the guy accepted. And so this was 1 GP per maple log. And I mean, they were like 50 to 100 GP. And that skyrocketed me from never having 1 mil to I was pretty insanely rich at that point. That was super awesome. I think I ended up getting 25 to 30 mil for the whole thing. And the funny thing was I felt really bad about it, and I didn't even know who the guy was to even like, I'm getting my clients yelling at me. I don't know what it is. Anyway, we'll continue on. Advert blocking. I don't think that applies to Old School RS, and I think that's only to F2P, and I've been a member since as long as I can remember. I joined Runescape, and I beat all I knew at first sight that I loved the game, and this was back in elementary school when I beat all the quests, all the F2P quests in one day, and got into the crafting guild. And I had no idea about RuneScape. My friend told me, he's like, use Tippet, it'll guide you. Which Tippet was awesome. I always loved Tippet. It's a good memory. Unofficial player run games of chance. I mean, I gambled. I didn't like gambling. I hate gambling now, and I hate staking. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they take away fun from the game. It's like, RuneScape itself is an addiction, kinda. But this is like just an addiction within an addiction, and it just gets infinitesimally more sad. But some people like it, and if you like it, respect to you for that. Just do what you like. But yeah, that's not me. Encouraging others to break rules. Ooh, I want to bring up I can load it for you guys, or I can just explain it, which seems like the easier of the two. On Old School RS, a player called me after the thing came out. It was just a troll, and he's like, "You're a fucking retard, nerd, faggot, nigger, shithead." Something that's just a really long string of words. And I said, quote unquote, offensive language is against the rules, comma, bro, dot. And next day I log in and I'm muted, and I'm like, what? And I look, and so the evidence is this guy cussing me out and me saying that is against the rules, bro. And it says I was encouraging rule breaking. Bro. No. And I was like, what the fuck? And I appealed it, and it's still pending. But so now I have a little tick on my mark meter. I've been muted on this account for so many stupid things, like saying RSKFC. And once I got muted by a player mod once because he was selling something this is back in way, way a long time ago. And I came, and I didn't have the item, but I said I was selling it for less just to troll him, and he kept lowering his price because he was obviously trying to sell, and I kept just lowering my price to the point where he traded me, and I showed him I didn't have it, and then he just muted me, which was kind of stupid, I thought. And it said I was item scamming, I think, but I don't think that's item scamming. But, I mean, I don't really like to troll people nowadays, and I can see how that was kind of douchey. But still, I don't know if it was warranting respect. Inappropriate language or behavior. Yeah, I've cussed out my fair amount of people. I tend not to talk to a lot of people now on this game, just because I know that nothing good will come of it. That sounds really bad, but the old school community right now is a lot more quiet than it was back then, and I'd like that to change. I don't know if it will. It'd be cool. Like, I'm trying to bring back video making. I feel like I never had the opportunity to be a good video maker back then, but now I have recording software, some free time, not a lot, but some free time. Pretty awesome stats for old school, I'd like to say. I mean, obviously there's still about 500 people who are better than me, but considering, like, I joined this game in June, and I quit in July, and I rejoined in December, so I'm going on 5 months of playing, and I'm 1,800 total. And I mean, basically I haven't done anything fun in this game, which sounds terrible. but all I've done is no XP waste or bossing. That's all I've done. I haven't got any cool armor looks like Castle Wars armor or Trouble Brewing, and I really want to get that stuff, but I really just I want to max out all my combat stats, and I kind of want to get 2K total, and then I feel like I'm just gonna fuck around and just have fun. Anyway, advertising other websites. Yeah, I made a clan website once, and my own clan asked about it, and then there was someone in the CC who wasn't in the clan who just reported me. Douchey, but it happens. And asking for or providing contact information. This was, yeah, I've gotten in trouble for this, for asking like what people's names are and just stupid stuff like that. But here is a cool story though. I joined RuneScape, I told you, and I did all that stuff on the first day. And some guy came up to me named like J Helper 46. It was something Helper, like J Helper. So I thought it was Jagex Helper. And he's like, your account has been infested with a virus, and I need to fix it, but I need you to log off and give me your password and security questions if possible. And being my little self, I was like, holy shit, this guy's gonna help me. How nice of him. Because I was naive about the world. And I didn't give him my security questions because I was too lazy to type them out even at that young old age. But I gave him my password because I figured that's all he really needed. So I went to the movie, and I had a kind of a bad feeling about it at that point, but I just went with it, and I get back on, and sure enough, the password's changed. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe something happened, and I waited. No, he definitely just hacked me. Anyway, so I eventually recovered my account, and sure, he hadn't hacked, he had reverse hacked me. He had put his bank on my account because he just, I guess, wanted to skip some of the early levels. I wasn't even that high of a level, but he had leveled me up a little and also gave me like 40k cash, which was a lot more than I had at that point. So I basically just got free money off of a hacker, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if you noticed it. Karajama gloves, if you guys are going to slay like my badass self. Not really, but what was it? Yeah. Get Karajama gloves. They save you so much time. Unless you're on Lunar, of course, but I hate being on Lunar. Anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Hope you guys learned a thing or two or were interested. See you later, guys.